Hello there, my name is Kevin Vlaming from Konami Digital Entertainment, and I'm here to show you Metal Gear Solid HD Collection for the PlayStation Vita. As you can see, Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 are available with the SKU, and we're going to dive into Metal Gear Solid 3 real quick. So let's go. So the first thing you'll notice when looking at the demo is just how high def the screen is. You know, ultimately when we thought about bringing it over to the PlayStation Vita, we thought, how do we take advantage of the system's features? Obviously the high def screen, but also they've got these two, control sticks that, it's unique to a handheld system. So we just thought it made a lot of sense with the HD screen and the two dual sticks, just to bring something, as beloved as Metal Gear Solid over to the PlayStation Vita. And as you'll notice, we utilize we take advantage of the touchscreen as well as the touchpad on the back. So I'm just going to show you in this demo some of the unique features unique to the Vita. So the first feature that we'll show you with the Vita version are the cutscenes. So in a second we're going to get to the cutscene, and just real quick while we're on the cutscene topic, all cutscenes are in here, including the voiceover as well as the codec. So no corners were cut with bringing it over to Vita. You'll get the full console experience in a handheld device. So again, I'll repeat that. Really, this is the console experience in a handheld device. So, whether you played on PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 before, you're going to feel right at home. So again, the first feature of the Vita is the front touchscreen. So now with all cutscenes, you're able to zoom in and pan just by touching the front screen. So, and as you can see, when you do zoom in, you can actually see the detail inside the game without losing any fidelity. So, you can see the cockpit, the pilot, etc. And so over here, we're going to go back there, and who's that guy back there? The one and only Snake. So now that I've shown you the pan and zoom, we're gonna fast forward into the gameplay and show you some of the other unique features of the Vita. So when we get into the game, the first thing you're going to notice is just the high def graphics. I mean, really, again, we didn't cut any corners. We kept all the HD graphics in there, all in this one little card. And just as far as what's included in the game, we're looking at about over 30 hours of gameplay just in this one single game. So there's no shortage of gameplay there. So the first thing you'll notice is the touchscreen. So unique to the Vita, obviously, is that front touchscreen. So now instead of actually going through a menu, you can just touch the bottom right and actually cycle through your weapons. So we're going to select the knife here, and then over here we'll do the revival pill. So the one thing you'll notice is now that I've got my knife selected, you can also what we call quick switch. So let's say you want to put your knife away, you would just click it once. So whatever your last weapon you selected, it's now known as what we call quick switch. So another unique feature of the Vita. So on Metal Gear Solid 3, when you got the knife equipped, you've got this touchscreen in the back. So now when you touch that back screen, or the back touchpad, you can actually do a quick stab with your knife. So if you want to cut some grass, you can just tap the knife, or if you get into a hairy situation with a bunch of mercenaries, you just take their temperature, wake them up a little bit with a quick touch of your knife. So let me crawl through this little hole real quick. And as you can see, the typical Metal Gear gameplays there, where you can crouch and go stealth, just like you could in the console version. So the next feature I'm going to show unique to the Vita is the peeking around corners. So you got your backup. Let's say this is a wall or a tree in this instant. If I wanted to go to the right and look around the corner, I just touch the screen and just slide my finger to the right. Let's say I want to look over to the left. Same thing. So again, pretty intuitive. Just to save some time, I'm going to go get my trusty little trank gun. So you can go first person with the right shoulder button. Let them have it. And the trusty little alligator is now tranked with having sweet alligator dreams. So I'm just going to run through this just so we can show you the final feature of the Vita SKU. Okay, so we're going to see an adversary up here in a second. Just for the sake of time, I'm just going to go up and grab him. He's going to see me, but if I hold circle down, I'm going to grab him. And then normally I would have to press a button in order to interrogate him, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch the back touchpad and I'm going to squeeze him. So when I squeeze him, I just got a trophy, tell me where the boss is. But, and that, so now, let's switch over to Metal Gear Solid 2 and show you the unique features to that game. All right, now we're going to show you some of the unique features for the Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty SKU inside the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. So here I'm going to climb outside the ledge, and so I can use the left stick, but instead of using the left stick, maybe I want to focus on something else. I'm just going to slide my finger across the front touchscreen to basically scale the ledge left and right and hide from enemies. So now we're going to climb up. And then the final thing you can do is when you're in first person mode, you can actually do the same thing and take a step to the left or a step to the right. So, and that's using the back touchpad. So when you're in first person, I just use my left finger and just slide to the left or slide to the right. And finally, one more thing that I want to show you with Metal Gear Solid 2 is peeking over ledges. So let's say there's a box in front of me and I wanted to get on my tippy toes to see if there's an enemy on the other side. I would just use my fingers and spread apart. So basically pinch out in order to look over. So if you look closely, I pinch out, I actually get on my tippy toes and look up. And that's it. I think that shows all the unique features for the Vita for the Metal Gear Solid HD collection coming out this June for the PlayStation Vita.